Morning. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Alrighty. Okay. Yeah, hope you're doing well. I'm doing okay. I accidentally overslept. I forgot to turn my alarm back on. I kind of needed it though, not gonna lie. It's been a long week. I'm working 7 days in a row this weekend. Yesterday was a doozy. Got up at 4 a.m. Went to work. Felt like I was gonna throw up and had a terrible headache. Made it through the shift. Came home. Got ready for streamed for a couple hours. And then after that, I worked on like some laundry and stuff, and worked on like chores and stuff. And then after that, oh, I should probably go and throw laundry in him this morning because otherwise I'm gonna run out of time. One thing at a time, I guess. And then, yeah, yeah. It's been a doozy of a week, I'll tell you that. I'm looking forward to next week. Next week's gonna be a little less busy for me. I'm gonna have a little bit more free time. Looking forward to that. The parts I needed from my computer case, new computer case came to, yesterday though. Fans, new SSD, oh, the new heatsink strips for my GPU. So I'm gonna go ahead and get to start working on that this upcoming week. I have to transplant all the stuff that's in my current PC build into the new case. It's much more compact, it looks a lot better, and like I said before, the fans on my current builds are just dead. They just died at some point, I guess somewhat recently, I hope, because I hope it hasn't been too long. So need to get those in there, and then that way I don't like melt my GPU or something if I try and like do something intense. It's been okay for now, but it's probably not good in the long run to have like no proper airflow. So regardless, let me go ahead and I think PS3 should already be on. We'll go ahead and get started because we are a little late today, unfortunately, because of the oversleeping thing. So I learned yesterday, or no, 2 days ago now, that to do the Amon fight, you have to do all the sub stories and complete the Subterrana. So I was wondering how bad the Subterrana was. I completed Majima's Subterrana. It kind of sucks. It's very repetitive. There's not a lot going on in this mode, and yeah.
Sega.
No, it's just very repetitive. Yeah, it takes a while to get through. But we're gonna at least get through all the sub stories. We'll see how it goes. Might just do one extra stream of the game next weekend. I'm not sure. But either way, let's go ahead and what sub stories we have left? Well, we've got, I think a couple more for Akiyama, some of his collection stuff. And then we've got most of Kiryu's stuff. So I think plan for today is hopefully get through the rest of the sub stories. Maybe start on the underground stuff for either Akiyama or Kiryu. Probably leave Kiryu's for last, so probably Akiyama's. Or I guess we could play as Goda. But anyway, let's first things first. Let's get through the rest of Akiyama's sub stories. Okay, so we've got one in the hotel district. Yeah. I'm good on weapons, I think, as long as I actually equipped them. I did not. The person we're looking for should be around here somewhere. Alicia, where are you? That must be Hanukkah. Kyosuke Hanukkah. Loan amount 1 million yen. Reason for loan? Repayment of debt. Hanukkah's a cat lover who lived with 15 of the little critters. He turned to Yakuza money when he couldn't support them all despite his own cutbacks. Loan condition, get rid of 14 of the cats. How is up to him. Notes. He found people to take in the 14 of the cats, fulfilling the loan condition. Left from Hanukkah? Hi, Hanukkah. Oh, Mr. Akiyama. Sorry to barge in, but can you guess what I'm here for? But you can guess what I'm here for, can't you? The money, yeah? That's why I'm in such a panic. What's wrong? You couldn't put the gas together? That's not it. I have the money in my safe. I can't give it to you now. My cat, Alicia, has the key to the safe on her collar. But she's gone missing. What am I going to do, Mr. Akiyama? Don't ask me. Why don't you look for her? I have looked. They put all these walls up all over the place, and I keep hitting dead ends. The barricades. It is pretty hard to get around Kamurocho for most people right now. I guess I'll have to help you find her then. You do that? Yeah. I just want to get my money back now. Thank you. I'll call you back as soon as I hear something. Okay. Let's track down Alicia soon. Will do. Okay. Where's the next one? We can start heading towards in the direction of the next one while we wait for him to call. Taihei Boulevard and Nabisupan. Okay. I think Taihei Boulevard is like down all the way here, isn't it? Yeah. Taihei Boulevard East. It's right in front of the... Yeah, okay. Might as well just walk down there. We're waiting for a phone call anyway. I guess we should just go ahead and start all three because we're probably going to have to go into the zombie area for all three. Much. Mr. Akiyama, someone saw Alicia. She was taking a nap at Kamurocho Hills. She loves this who's sprawled out on her back. Kamurocho Hills. Got it. I'll head over there now. Okay. Dang, she got away. That must have been Alicia. Better try someplace else. I think... Oh. Mr. Akiyama, someone saw Alicia. Okay, she's at Children's Park. That's her home turf. Do you want to hear about the time she took down a stray there? No, thanks. Children's Park, you say? I'm on my way. Children's Park. Isn't that down this way? Isn't that in the zombie area by now? Or is it? No, that's not Kamichi Alley. I always forget where Children's Park is. Oh, wait. It's up here over by... Yeah, okay. So that's up by over where the car racing is. Yep. You know, I was trying to think about why most people who don't like this game don't like it, and to call it the black sheep of the games. I think it's for two reasons. One, the camera, which seems to give some people motion sickness, which doesn't bother me, but I guess I could see why it would bother some people. Oh, I think I passed it. And then I think the other reason is just a lot of people haven't played it, and so they're only going off of like what other people who have played it have said. I think if people played it in general, they would enjoy it, but I think it's just like there's a much smaller size of people who have actually played it. Come on, Alicia. She's heading towards Mockbull. And I think that like people's opinions of this game have been kind of formed by Let's Plays or like YouTube videos that people have like put online or whatever. It feels like that's just my guess. I feel like that happens sometimes with the Yakuza series just because it's such a large series. There are a couple of games I feel like that people don't play or like have opinions of that kind of like flanderize them, kind of like with Yakuza 3 how it's called Blockuza. I personally didn't have as many issues with blocking as a lot of people other people seem to, and so I'm wondering if part of the reason why people call it that is just because they watched a couple of YouTube videos, you know, about it and assume and haven't actually played it for themselves. I guess that happens with a lot of games where they get kind of flanderized by like the internet based off of like the community or what people say about them who have only like watched the games be played and not actually played the games themselves. I guess that kind of happens fairly often, huh? Where people have opinions on video games just after watching them and not actually playing them. And because of that, some of the details and nuance are lost compared to when you actually play a game. This is Mockbull. Where'd she go? Okay. Let me go ahead and look up the Akiyama sub-story stuff and see where I'm supposed to go here a minute. Okay. Might as well also pull up curious sub stories. So which one are we doing? Collection time for Hanukkah. Okay. Oh. Okay. I think I have to talk to those two girls, apparently. Oh, yeah. Got a second? You haven't seen a cat around here, have you? There was one here just now. It ran away when I went to pet it. Yeah? Did you see where it went? Over towards that wall. Over there? Thanks. Okay. Oh, no, we have to go a bit further. Okay. Cat just ran in there. Wonder what's happening on the other side. Did you say a cat ran inside? Huh? Yeah, it ran through this gap just now. That's not good. I'd better find her quick. Should I head in now? Yeah, I'd better. Alright, next stop, the barricade. Wonder why Akiyama gets grenades when other characters don't. Maybe I should have come in manually so I could bring a partner with me. Trying to level up all the partners. I'm getting closer. I've only got 3 partners left to level up to get the golden gun, which I'll probably want to do at some point. Going through the underground areas with them gives them a lot of XP. Because it's just fighting zombies over and over again. So it's killing 2 birds with 1 stone there. Kind of makes the underground areas a little bit more bearable. Yeah, I think what I'll try and get done today is, like, at least all the sub stories, hopefully. We'll see. We'll just go until, I run out of time today, I guess. But yeah, now I have an idea of how long it would take me to get through 364 floors if I wanted to do that for the infinite underground area. It would take a really long ass time. Might still be a fun stream idea for some point, but It would probably be... Gosh. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, the amount of time it would take, it would probably be about 35 hours. It would probably take you about 35 hours to get through all those floors. And you'd have to do it all in one go, I think, too. You can't just like pause it and come back. I mean, you could literally pause the game, but you couldn't like in the game leave and then come back and keep your streak going. Gotcha. No? Come on. It's not safe for you here. We better get you home, Alicia. Okay. I'm wondering if I should stop worrying about leveling up my characters. I don't know. Like if I should wear something other than the Yakuza training gear, you know? Because I could be wearing something that would let me run faster, and that would speed up our going through stuff. I don't know, getting the extra XP would probably be nice with how much zombie killing I have to do for the underground areas. But there's not really any abilities that I want super bad. Let me double check something. So there's the Headhunter, which would actually kind of be good, and Demolition Man. There's a couple, I guess, but it would take me so long to get back up to where I could buy them. I want to see if what Unarmed Mastery is, by the way. Unarmed Mastery gives you the ability to kill with your physical attacks. Oh, well, that's stupid. Okay. There are a couple attacks that would be good. There are a couple of abilities that would be good. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll swap out my armor after this. Mm-hmm. Okay, now we have to head back over to theater. Excuse me. Or sorry, not theater, hotel. Okay. I appreciate it. Okay. Next closest one should be right in front of the Millennium Tower. And Hey Boulevard. That looks like Jury. Jury Toriugo. 26. Loan amount 2 million yen. Reason for loan said she needed money for her mother's medical bills. But reason for loan continued. But became clear the debt was actually for a money-grubbing boyfriend. Loan condition work as a hostess at Elise. Select from Jury. Time to get paid. Hey, what's up? It's nothing, Mr. Akiyama. The money's due today, isn't it? I'm so sorry. Huh? What is it? I haven't got the money together yet. What? Did you give it to your boyfriend? Huh? How did you... I thought so. It didn't take a rocket scientist to figure out why you took out your loan. You should have been able to make your payment with the money you've been making at least. So either you spent it, or you gave it away. You're right. I had the money set aside. But my boyfriend said he needed cash right now. So you gave it to him. I'll keep working and get you the money as soon as I can. Give me a little more time. I'd rather you get it back from your boyfriend. It'd be faster that way. It's just, when I gave him the money, we were jumped by some strange looking things. I got away, but I don't know what happened to my boyfriend. He's not answering his phone. He could still be behind the wall. I see. Well, I'll go and find him then. But you've got to promise me you'll make him give the money back after that. Got it? But what about all those things behind the wall? I'll be fine. I spent some time behind there already. What was your boyfriend wearing? Let me think. He had a beige cap on. Good luck. Be careful, okay? That's all we get is a beige cap? Okay. It's probably zombies that attacked them, which means Jury's boyfriend might already be dead. Should I head in there now? Yeah, I'd better. Oh, I guess what I could do a minute. I'd have to go through the loading screen again, but... At least this way I can save myself some walking. Oh, who still needs leveling up? Let me see here. RSA, Kendo. And Bob. I'll grab Bob. Bob not have any med kits on him. Oh, he doesn't get any? Okay. Maybe it's because he's level 0 or level 1. I guess having the more XP thing on would be useful for leveling up Bob. Ah, whatever. He'll get some levels just by hanging out with me today. As we go through and do all these sub-stories. Bob! What's that friendly fire, okay? Bob! Oh my gosh, Bob! I get the leg sweep for Akiyama. Yeah, you can kind of feel it. Wrong way. The sprinters sure gives you an extra 20% movement speed while you're in the quarantine zone. It's definitely noticeable at 20%. The base version of this armor only gets 10%. Huh? That him? Beige cap. I had a feeling I was gonna be too late. I'll just tell Jury about it later. For now, I'd better get Jury's money back. You picked up an envelope. Okay, money taken care of. What am I gonna say to Jury about her boyfriend? Dude. I'm so over fighting these stupid monkey zombies. I don't know, I'm starting to get pretty tired of the combat of this game. Especially unless you're using a shotgun on some of the characters. Some of the enemy zombie types are just very annoying to deal with. Okay. So let's go talk to her, and then there should be one more sub-story for Akiyama. That's just another collection sub-story. Later, Bob. Yeah, I still have to do training as well with the characters, maybe, but it doesn't really matter too much. It would only matter if I want to take one of them specifically in for like the final section. Because like once I level all of them up, I'll probably pick one character that's probably better than most for the sub store or for the subterranean area, and then I'll just use them. I guess I could level up the hostess since they have access to all abilities that your actual partners have learned. I can choose their weapon. Yeah, well, I'll see. And then so let's talk to her, give her the bad news. Yeah, I guess that takes care of your payment then. Be seeing you. Mr. Akiyama. Yeah? Um, why didn't my boyfriend come back with you? You just brought back the money. Oh, yeah. You see, what am I gonna say? How can I tell jury? Better tell her the truth. Jury, your boyfriend didn't make it. He was attacked by those creatures, and so I had to... Mr. Akiyama. Yeah? I'm sorry. I guess I already knew. I knew what happened to my boyfriend and he wasn't coming back. I just couldn't admit it to myself. He had his faults, but I still loved him. Jury. Jury. I want you to have this, Mr. Akiyama. And I'm so sorry for putting you in danger like that. And thank you. You got a high-density polymer. You got a seal of the dragon. Thanks. I'm sure my boyfriend wouldn't have wanted to go on like that. Thank you for giving him peace. I see. I'll take it. Just one left to go. I think that dude was towards the bottom of the map, if I remember correctly. Like the southeastern section of the map. Yeah. Oh no, he's by the pawn store. Okay. Okay. Should stop and get a bite to eat somewhere. Smile Burger's right here. Huh, that's funny. These guys are unlocked already. Even though you shouldn't be able to get access to them until after Goda, so a few characters from now. I don't think the reward for completing the restaurant stuff is something worth chasing. Maybe doing all the heat snipes would be worth chasing because it gets us one of those like stones that revives you if you die, which would be useful for the Amon fight. But apart from that, okay. Here's Tsukimura. Haji Tsukimura. Loan amount 5 million yen. Oh, we've been stepping up the loan amount. Reason for loan: to repay other debt he built up gambling. Loan condition to turn 100,000 into 500,000 within 2 days. Tsukimura went straight back to gambling and hit a bad losing streak. He put his last 10,000 yen on a horse and won 500,000 yen. Collect from Tsukimura. Time to get paid. Hi, Tsukimura. I've come to collect. Yeah, I know. There's just one problem. Problem? Uh-huh. I don't actually have your money with me. Don't worry, though. I do have it. Well, hurry up and bring it, then. That's a problem. I can't. You know about those things behind the wall, don't you? That's where the money is. But I can't go in and get it myself. Really? Then what are you going to do? You've got to come in there with me. No way. What makes you think I'm going to do that for you? I know you've been in and out of there. You want to get your money back, right? I want to get it to you and be done with it too. Come on, come with me. I do want to get this over with. I don't like this, but I might as well go. Okay, I'll go with you. You know where to find it, right? Yeah, don't worry. I'm not going to forget where I put that kind of cash. It's at Public Park 3. Okay, let's hurry this up. Well, we're here, Tsukimura. Huh? Where'd he go? What? Damn it! What's going on here? Dear, glad that's dealt with. Ah! Hey, wait up! Found you. What are you playing at? Ah! I'm sorry. I thought if the zombies got you, I could get out of paying you back. So I ran. But there were more of them than I expected. Look, I'm sorry. It was a lapse in judgment. A lapse in judgment, huh? Well, how about I leave you here and go back alone as a lapse in judgment? Wait! Here's the money I owe you. I'll add even more if in to say I'm sorry. Just don't leave me here. I'll get you out of here, but don't count any more loans from me. All right, let's get this asshole out of here. I wonder if Akiyama will actually be kind of bad once we get the golden pistol, because I assume it doesn't overwrite his normal pistols, right? Because that's his main weapon. So maybe he'll actually be kind of bad once we get the golden pistol, or like not as good as the other characters because of that. You know, could see that. Now that I'm like 20% faster, I'm starting to outpace some of my partners and stuff. Okay, just not dealing with the monkey boy this time. pretty much good on crafting items, I think. There's only a few things left to craft, like the best armor and stuff. But most of that requires some materials I'll either have to buy from the gambling hall or like stuff I can just buy or whatever, or stuff that I already have. So, or stuff that I'll get from sub stories. All right, but hey, that's pretty much the last of Akiyama's sub stories done. So next up is curious stuff. We'll go make Akiyama's pistols, and we'll go do curious sub stories. See how many of those we can finish out, and then yeah. Mr. Akiyama, I'm real sorry, honest. Yeah, you're an honest one, all right. Here's the money I owe, and another chunk on top to apologize. Goodbye then. All done. Phew. Bet I'm the only one collecting payments in Kamurocho right now. Go me. Alright. Let's go stop by, grab our reward, make Akiyama's pistols, and then we can head over and start hanging out as Kiryu. And we'll start working through his sub-stories. I think most of his haven't been done, because I was planning on doing them in Platinum here, so. There's some I did do, but most of them I didn't. Went too far. Wonder if the 20%, I don't think the 20% applies outside of the quarantine zone, does it? Oh, it's a little hard to tell. Maybe. Because it's not like it changes the running animation or anything. It just makes you move faster. It's definitely noticeable for me in the quarantine zone. Okay. Hi, Bob. From Yakuza to Avenger. A book about the life and times of a certain dual pistol user might offer a hint for making the ultimate pair of pistols. And then from where we are now, I think we should just run over to we're over by Gary to the prosthetic shop and just swap over to Kiryu. It'll put us right in the Kamiyama's van once we swap over to Kiryu. So we can just make the pistols then. It's not like we're gonna use them right now. Maybe I'll swap back to Akiyama later and do his Subterrana. We'll see how long it takes to get through Kiryu's sub-stories. How many floors does Akiyama have to do for his stuff? And then let me head over here. Swap over to Kiryu. Oh, Akiyama only has to do like 5 floors, then 15 floors. I guess it must scale up. Yeah, Ryuji is 25 floors and then 30 floors. Jeez. And then Kiryu... Or no, sorry. Ryuji is 15 floors and 25 floors. Kiryu is 30 floors. And then I'm on. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah. The American Kiryu outfit. It's pretty good. I kind of like Goda's a little bit better, to be honest. Okay. So this last adventure start. Yep. Okay. So let's go organize inventory a minute. And then mod equipment, mod weapon, Elise. These Akiyama exclusive handguns may surpass the golden pistol of legend. Want to see details? 280 damage, 50 shots before reloading. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we actually do have a good amount of them done because I got through like both the partner ones and then the zombie rights one. So we got 8 out of 15 done. I guess let's start going through the Lost Shields quests. And there's 4 parts of that. And then there'll be 3 more after that. Okay. So, cut to help him. Okay. Some people are trapped in front of Kamurocho Hills. Okay, so let's head towards Kamurocho Hills. We'll grab Bob and head up there. Oh, do I still have, Oh, yeah, I don't need that. I guess if his is Q2 next after Death Souls, probably. I haven't thought about it too much right now, but yeah, probably. Oh, hello. Jeez. Gosh darn it, Bob. Yeah, I'm not bringing you along in the underground areas. Probably do more harm than good. Oh shoot, I was gonna say something, but now I can't remember what it was. Anyway. Actually, let me go this way. Or actually, I don't know if that's open. I think I have to go this way. Okay. Oh, right. I think it's interesting that Akiyama's pistols are better than gold pistols. Did I say that already? I think I might have already said that. Shoot, I was gonna say something. Yeah, sorry. My brain is running on empty right now. I don't know. I'm kind of regretting deciding to do the zombie Amon fight because, like, I don't want to go through the subterraneous stuff. I really don't. I don't think it would be worth it, to be honest. Maybe we'll see how it goes, but, like, I don't know. I have like work today and tomorrow, so we're not probably gonna. I'm not gonna be able to like work. If I could work on it off stream, maybe then I could like. Then I could like, you know, just do it while I'm watching YouTube or something. But even then, like, even while watching YouTube, like, it is a repetitive and like very time-consuming thing. Even for somebody like me who's fine usually doing that kind of stuff, it's like, it's pretty repetitive and it's very annoying to actually do. I don't know. At least let's get through all the sub stories and stuff. We'll see how today and tomorrow goes, and then from there maybe I'll decide whether or not I want to do another stream of this and like figure out the zombie Amon thing, or if I just want to move on to the next thing, whether it be Persona Q or whatever. Only got a couple more weeks left for this year, so. I don't know. I've had fun with this game, but I feel like if I try to do too much of it, I might start to get like really annoyed with it and start disliking it, you know? Oh, look, that bike's clipping through the floor there somehow. Anyway. I don't know, I guess in general I've been thinking more about that a lot, just the whole like, what do I want to spend my time on thing. They're the Crimson Shield members. Anything could have happened in there. Better go unprepared. Hey, you guys okay? There's security you. You need to stay back. What the? More zombies. Could have foreseen this. Shit, looks like more zombie skills to crack. Run for it. Oh, do I have to go all the way back now? Dang, okay. Glad I'm wearing the stuff that makes me move faster then. Oh, they're falling behind too, so I have to get them all the way back there. Okay. Dude, why'd you stop running? Oh my gosh. Bob is so weird. I don't know. It's such a bad, like, such a double-edged sword when it comes to being a partner because of that stupid explosive shotgun. He knocks himself away a lot of the time. The explosive shotgun is decent if you're using it yourself, but like in the hands of an AI, it just like blows itself up constantly, blows you up constantly. You're a real pain in the ass. Like, I don't know, there's just so much knockdown and like dumb stuff that happens in this game. Like, I find that knockdown to be worse in this game than like any sort of blocking stuff. You know, I wish that fighting the zombies was more fun, because if it was more fun, I think I'd actually enjoyed the Subterrana and everything like that. As it is, fighting zombies is okay, but like it's not super great, and like that's the entire point of this game. So oh my gosh, what do you mean some of them aren't here yet? They're all right here. All right, jeez. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe we just do all the sub stores and I watch a video of somebody fighting them on. maybe I just do that. Maybe it's not worth it, you know? Maybe. Yeah, I think one way or another, I'm gonna be ready to be done with the game after tomorrow's stream. So I think maybe depending on how the next, like, today and tomorrow's stream goes, we just call it good. I mean, I could force myself to like keep playing it, but I already enjoy this game. I don't want to ruin it by forcing myself to do something I don't want to do, you know? Security, are you all right? Yeah. I'm so glad everyone's back safe and sound. What a huge relief. Are all your members accounted for? No, there's still 2 missing. Okay, let me know if you hear anything. Thank you, Mr. Kiryu. Here, take this. I'm sorry I couldn't do more to help. Don't worry about it, and thanks. Okay, so you should call us with another location at some point. Let me see. Where's another sub-story that we can pick up? Just at the bottom of Showa Street? Okay. Is the other one a chain that goes for 3 steps as well? Yeah, I've got... Because I've got the shield quest, and then I think there should be 3 more. Right? Unless... Maybe there's a couple in the... Yeah, there's probably 2 in the quarantine zone that I just haven't picked up then. Okay. But yeah, probably Persona Q2 after this game, I guess. I don't know if I'll start it right away. Maybe I'll wait till the start of the new year to start it, but yeah. Say, you wouldn't happen to be from the Majima family, would you? What? Oh, sorry. It must be my mistake. Why'd you think I'm part of the Majima family? Oh, it's just... I was waiting for someone. It's already been 2 hours. You see, I'm a director from a local TV station. I was told I could shoot some footage of the zombies here. An anonymous source told me he could get me into the quarantine zone. I later learned that he's in the Majima family. But he never showed. We were supposed to meet a couple of hours ago. So you thought I might be your contact from the Majima family? Yes. Well, sorry to have bothered you. 2 hours late and no call. Maybe you ran into some kind of a problem. I suppose so. But if the zombie scare is really true, it'll be quite a scoop for our station. Isn't there some way I could get into the quarantine zone? I'll get you in. Really? You know how to get past the barricade? Yeah. Great. I'll gladly pay you once I get the footage I need. Fine. Oh, and by the way, my name is Anzai. Kiryu. Nice to meet you, Kiryu. Looking forward to working with you. Yeah, I don't know. I think this game has been a lot of fun. I like the story. I think none of the sub-stories have been amiss, really. There are ones that are, like, not as good as the other ones, but, like, none have been, like, super bad or anything. Zombies, Kiryu. Real-life zombies. This is amazing footage. Award-winning stuff. That was amazing, Kiryu. You took out those zombies in no time. You have enough footage yet? Actually, there were a few places I wanted to see. Would you mind taking me to them? Where are you going? The Kamurocho Theater, for starters. That's where my Majima family contacted last time he called me. He said there were other survivors there, so I thought it would make for a great interview. Kamuro Theater? That was across from a volcano. Yes, that's it. I'm counting on you to get me there. Okay. Oops. Wrong, yeah, okay, whatever. Okay. Oh, hello. Nope. Okay. This is it, Kiryu. That Majima family member was supposedly here along with some other survivors. Let's go take a look. Wow, would you look at this? It's a complete wreck. No one here either. What in the world happened here? This teddy bear looks pretty new. Wonder if there were kids here. Find something, Kiryu? A teddy bear. Looks almost new. Looks to me like the zombies attacked the survivors who were holed up in here. If that's true, then my Majima family contact is already... Yeah, we may be too late. Listen, Kiryu, do you mind if I take that teddy bear? What do you have in mind? I get the feeling we shouldn't just leave it here. If I ever find the kid who lost it, I'd like to be able to give it back. I see. Well, there's no use sticking around here. Would you come with me one more location? I said you just pick it up, not put it on his shoulder. Where then might that be? Purgatory. My Majima family contacts said survivors were fleeing down there. Alright. Maybe the people holed up here made it down there. One can only hope, right? Okay. Fastest way to Purgatory is from the manhole cover in the northwest. Oh, dead end. My bad. There's one just hanging out on the bench. I guess you can't get into Purgatory through there then. What about through the parking lot? Manhole cover, maybe. Be kind of interesting to play Dead Rising after this, because I assume the gameplay feels a lot better in Dead Rising. I don't know, Dead Rising in general seems like a series I might kind of like. I put it up on the poll for like Halloween type streams before, but or like October streams, but never really won. I guess it's a bit more niche than some of the other stuff I've put up, so not too surprising, I suppose. think we're taking the longest way around to get to Purgatory. Oh well. There's 1,000 sniper rifle kills. Still need to get to 1,500, I think, for this weapon type. Shouldn't be too hard, though. I guess I don't need to, really. That's the kind of thing. It's like I don't need to, like, get to 1,500 kills. Oh, gosh dang it. How am I supposed to get to Purgatory, then? Head through the entrance to Kamurocho Hills. Okay. I guess we're close then? I know you could get in through here. Forgot at least. Yeah, I didn't know you could get in here in free roam. Huh, that's interesting. And then where's the manhole cover? There it is. I don't know, sometimes I wonder if I'm playing a game just to, and trying to finish it just because I feel like I have to for stream. I do think that happens sometimes where it's like, because I'm playing a game on stream, I'll play a lot more of it than I usually would. Or like I'll commit to it, you know? Which is a blessing and a curse, because sometimes, you know, you start a game and you're like, this game doesn't seem that good. And then you play it and you're more and you're like, oh, actually, I really enjoyed this game. You know? You get to enjoy something that you don't usually enjoy or whatever. But with some of the games I played, because of how long they are, and if I feel obligated to, like, you know, finish them, it can take a while to finish some of these games, you know? To the point where I start, like, it ruins my, like, you know, change how much I actually enjoy the game. Okay. So, this is Purgatory. I heard rumors about it, but never thought I'd actually set foot here. Kiryu, I'll be fine on my own now. Here's that money I promised. You got 50,000 yen. Thanks. I was supposed to give that to my contact from the Majima family, but since he never showed... Well, I'm going to conduct some interviews down here. Thanks again, Kiryu. That's it. Okay. Maybe that unlocks another part of a chain quest or something. Oh, Kiryu. I have some more information about my Majima family contact. Really? You know where he is now? No, not yet, but I have a pretty good idea what happened. The teddy bear you found belongs to this gentleman here. And in here I thought it belonged to some kid. He was holed up back at the theater, along with that Majima family member. He's the only reason we got out of there alive. Really? So what happened? He risked his life luring the zombies away from the theater so he could escape. A Yakuza risked his life for you? Now that's an interesting story. Zombies were everywhere. I was sure we were going to die. We were frozen in fear, but that Yakuza said we'd be safe if we could just make it to Purgatory. Hard to believe there's still Yakuza like that out there. He did say he'd be expecting a payment for his services, but it would have paid anything, really. So it was about money. Guess I shouldn't be surprised. Seems he hadn't made it in and out of the quarantine zone before. It was like a little side business for him, getting people who wanted to escape out, and reporters who wanted a story in. Some might call it profiteering, others heroic. But either way, he was making good money. That is until his luck ran out. We were just about to make it out of the theater when the zombies got wind of us. That Yakuza used himself as a decoy. He said something right before he disappeared. I'm just like Kazuma Kiryu. Been a dream of mine to live up to his name. What? Wait, was he talking about you, Kiryu? Yeah. Did you ever catch the name of that Majima family member? I did. Now what was it again? Oh yeah, Nagahama. Yeah, that was it. Nagahama? He a friend of yours? You really said that? We tried to stop him. Tried telling him had to be some other way than having him act as like a human decoy. But there was no time to come up with another plan. He looked at this teddy bear I'd bought for my daughter and got this sad smile. Then he said, "Ain't nobody gonna cry if I die, so..." I see. Kiryu? Something wrong? It's nothing. Never saw him again. Never made it a year to Purgatory, at least. Sure hope he was able to escape. I think that's the guy that we saw towards the start of Kiryu's story with the lady and stuff. One Yakuza dude who kind of put him over the edge of being willing to use a gun. You okay, Kiryu? Mr. Kiryu, if Nagahama made it out alive and you ever run into him, would you give him a message for me? Sure. Tell him he saved many lives that day, and I'm eternally grateful. And tell him there are plenty of people who would cry if he died. We at least owe him that much. I will. If I ever see him again. Nagahama. Looks like you're a goddamn hero. Oh, that's a nice resolution to that. I'm not sure why that wasn't included as part of the actual sub-story. Because I think, that's an actually good resolution to that. You know? Which is something that's not in the actual sub-story for some odd reason. Anyway. Now I just have to make my way back to where it was before, I guess. Let's bring Bob, I guess. He can get some XP as we run back through to the other area. Wonder where this pops out, because I thought that other entrance was the only other entrance. I hope I'm not going the wrong way here. I hope this isn't a dead end. Because usually this would take you out into the park, but... So let's see, where does this take me out from? Yeah, it does. Okay. Oh. Did that unlock that manhole cover, I guess? Or maybe I couldn't go down this one during that sub-story? Maybe it's just locked during that sub-story, I guess. Huh. Alright. Well, either way. Let's head back up and over to the main part of town. Or I could see if... Are there any sub-stories I can pick up? Oh. No! Oh, okay. I was gonna say. I felt like the game almost crashed there. Jeez, oh Pete. Okay. Yeah, I wonder if there's any sub-stories I can pick up while I'm in the quarantine zone a minute. Yeah, it looks like there's one all the way down over here. But I have to head that way to get out of here anyway, so... Alright. Head that way. See if I can pick up that quest and do it in a minute. While we're already here. I mean, not like we won't be here again, but... Yeah, I don't know. I kind of feel like this should be the last stream of this game. But I don't know what else to do, to be honest. Kind of in a weird spot right now. I don't really have time to prepare something else or make it like a thumbnail or... I don't know. I'm just kind of ready to be done with the game, I guess. Well, either way, I gotta... I'll see how I feel after the stream, I guess. I don't know, I guess I could take a day off from streaming tomorrow. I haven't taken a Sunday off from streaming in a while. Or I guess I could just kind of play something that I want to play, maybe. Or do something in a Yakuza game that we didn't do the first time around. I don't know. Okay. Pretty close to that sub-story, so let's go grab that, I guess. Why, hello, my friend. Could I introduce you into our little hostess club? If you have time, that is. You mean you're actually open for business? You act surprised. There's zombies all over the place. You should get out of here while you still can. Please, you underestimate the hostess club business here in Kamurocho. You think we're going to close up shop just because of a little zombie scare? We're not one of those fly-by-night operations. You have to go all out, balls to walls, to make it in this town. You have a point there. My bad. No need for apologies. Just step right in. We have some real cuties just dying to meet you. I guess I could take a break. Thank you, sir. Right this way. We've been really understaffed lately, what with our waiters turning into zombies and all. Just sit tight while I call a girl over for you. Have a beer or something while you wait. I'll be right back. Free beer? Didn't expect this level of service inside the quarantine zone. This is Reika. That look on your face was classic. She's a zombie. Yes, well, the poor thing ended up getting bitten. But, man, she was a real cutie before that. I'm not drinking with a zombie. I'm out of here. Please, you can't just leave yet. You're the first customer we've had in days. That's not my problem. Just stay a little longer, please. Who knows? This might be the most fun you've had drinking in a long time. Rick is going to work her tail off for you. You'll see. So, what do you say? What's this music in the background? So, Reika, how long's it been? Since you became a zombie, that is. Too bad we didn't meet before you became a zombie. Would have made for some more interesting conversation. Well, I think I'll get going. Take care, Reika. Leaving so soon? But you really seem to be enjoying yourself. Oh, I see. And here I thought you two hit it off so well. All right, that'll be 30,000 yen. A special price since business has been quite dead. We both know I'm not paying that. Yikes! What's with that if looks could kill, look? You have balls for trying to charge me for this, I'll give you that. But don't try it again. Am I clear? Yes, sir. But please forgive me. Was that the entire sub-story? That's kind of a funny little gag. I wouldn't categorize it as a sub-story, though. But, what a complete waste of time. Hey, Chief! Yeah, you! Oh, I see, there's another. What do you want? You go to that hostess club over there? Yeah. They got zombies working there. Zombies! You gotta steer clear of that place. I mean, this is still Kamurocho. There's still plenty of con artists around. Now, our girls, on the other hand, are the cutest ones around. So, what do you say? Just step this way. Sure, lead the way. Thank you, sir. Right this way. Just sit right here, there, and I'll call your hostess over. Have fun. Got talked into this again. Kamurocho sure is a tough little town. This is Katomi. We startle you? She's in handcuffs. Handcuffs? You've got it all wrong. This is her fashion sense. Well, what do you think? A real babe, huh? Why does it look like her makeup's cracking? She must have gotten a little carried away. And what's with her teeth? They're huge. Oh, don't worry about stuff like that. Look, you're embarrassing her. One of her contacts slipped out of place. That eye looks pretty red to me. In short, she's a zombie, isn't she? Well, thought she almost had you there. Don't flatter yourself. Yo, that face of yours could freight a zombie. Listen, you've already wasted enough of my time. So, let's hear how you'll make it up to me. Well? Sorry, Chief. What would you like me to do? I know, how about this? You got a ruby. Please forgive me. You got 13,000 experience points. Okay. Yeah, that's a decent little gag. I appreciate it. I think it's a little short for a sub story, but you know what? Cross it off the list. Can't all be winners, I suppose. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna get all the sub stories done and then watch a zombie Amon fight on stream here in a minute. And that'll be it. I really don't want to go through all the underground stuff. I really don't. We could do so much. Like, I could just, I don't know. Maybe I'll just pull up a different Yakuza game and do something in that tomorrow. I could pull up, like, I don't know, Yakuza 2 Kiwami or something. Is there anything new in Yakuza 2 Kiwami? Or in the new, in the new version of Yakuza 2 or something? I'm trying to think if there's anything that we didn't do that I should. We could do every sub-story in Yakuza 4. Didn't I already do that? I already did that, Chepo. Chepo, I did that. I did the Amon fight in Yakuza 4. We already did that. That was the first game I did the Amon fight in. Anyway. I don't know. I don't own the, like, new version of Yakuza 0. And I would probably want to hold off on starting that, because I might replay Yakuza 0. What Amon fights haven't we done? I guess 1 through 3, technically. I could boot up 1, 2, or 3. I don't know how many sub-stories I've done in each one, though, so I don't know how close I am. Also, like, I would probably need to practice some. I don't know. Kiwami 1 or 2 might be doable. Probably Kiwami 1, right? I guess I'll look into that, I guess. I'd have to reinstall it and see how many sub-stories I've actually done. Okay. So there should be one more sub-story besides the, like, Crimson Shield ones. Which the Crimson Shield ones should keep going as long as we walk around. Like, if we walk around a little bit more. Should get another call from him. Hello, how's it going? Let's see. Okay, so the last sub-story besides the red shield ones or whatever is over there, so let's head over that way. Okay. Probably. How are you today? Don Quixote. How? Oh, this is actually voiced. Okay. I'm doing okay. I'm a little tired. Just in general. It's been a long week. Also, I think I'm almost done with this game. I was thinking about doing like the super boss for this game, but the amount of like stuff, like repetitive, like annoying stuff you do have to do to unlock him is not worth it. So I'll probably just finish out the like actual like good side content and then just watch a video of somebody else doing it. Do something else tomorrow. Yep. Probably just play a different Yakuza game. I was thinking of seeing maybe how many sub-stories I have left to do for Kiwami 1. Maybe do the Amon fight there. That'd be kind of fun. I think this game has been pretty good so far, but like the to unlock Amon in this game, you have to like do a bunch of like these underground like randomly generated dungeons, and they're just not fun. They're not fun at all, and they're very long. I did the one that I did the section for Majima, and it took me about an hour and a half to get through 10 floors, and then about 2 hours or so to get through 20 floors, and you had to do those separately. So, and then you have to do less floors for Akiyama, but you have to do more floors for both Kiryu and shoot, this is the other characters. So I don't know. I wanted to do the zombie Amon fight when all I thought I had to do was do all the sub stories, but now that I know I have to do all the sub stories and all the cool underground stuff, it's like, I don't know. But I do enjoy this game. I think that the main like plot is very good. I think all the sub stories have so far been pretty good hits. Like there hasn't been like any like bad sub stories, I would say. I do think that the gameplay is a little iffy sometimes, but like all the other stuff, like all the like besides the actual combat, all the other stuff is fine. I think it's definitely a bit more the combat's a bit more janky than any other like of the Yakuza games I've played so far. But you know, they changed it from a brawler to a third-person shooter. Not that surprising, I suppose. Actually, a lot of the sub-stories in this game are voiced, which is surprising, considering there are a lot of, like, of the mainline games that don't have voice sub-stories, you know? Not all of them are voiced, but most of them are. I'd say about 80% of the game's sub-stories are actually voiced, which is impressive. Okay, so we have to head up to the batting center. Oh my gosh, that hermit's still chasing me. Yeah, the zombies just aren't very fun to fight, in my opinion. Like, it's okay. Like, it's fine. I don't know. I do think that this game is very flawed, but very fun. I honestly enjoyed it more than Yakuza Pirate, even though I think that game is also kind of flawed in some of its gameplay. Or I thought so, at least. But I thought the story for this game was a lot of fun. Like I said, a lot of the sub stories are very good. I don't hate the concept of this game, and I think that if it had more polish with its story, it would okay, here's the battering center where the cameramen said they were attacked. Yeah, I think it actually works. I think it works pretty well, and this is kind of like, I feel like, about the turning point for when the series is going to start to get a bit more like kind of the goofiness that people know from like Yakuza 0 and onwards, because like we're right before Yakuza 5, right? This is like the first game where I feel like all or most of the sub stories are kind of like out there, and are either out there or they are there to add extra context and like world building and stuff. Like the sub stories in this game are either just fun or they have like some more serious human moments mixed in with like the fun stuff, right? Because it is still a zombie apocalypse, right? You know, or an outbreak. I guess it's not an apocalypse, but you know, it's like a zombie outbreak, people died, you know, zombie stuff. So there are some more like serious moments too. I think the game like does a good job of having like both serious moments because it's a zombie outbreak, and also like more fun moments that are riffing on like various movies and tropes and stuff like that. Honestly, I think that the zombie like outbreak setting is a great setting. I really wish, what I really want is for this game to get like a Kiwami, or not a Kiwami even, but like a remastered edition that's on like PC and modern consoles that helps fix the lag, because the game does have like quite a bit of slowdown in various sections, or just like when there's too much going on. That, and if it was on PC, the mods for this game would be out of this world great, because it's basically, you know, like in the same Yakuza 4 map and everything, so you could probably mod in like actual fighting styles and like fight zombies barehanded and stuff like that. Nope, there's the director from the other sub stories. I think Kiryu's left hand is clipping through the barrel of his gun. Like he's supposed to be resting it on his palm, but instead it's like clipping through the gun. I don't know. I think that this game did a better job having a playable Majima than Pirate. It sounds like I hate Pirate. I don't hate Pirate. I just found it to be very underwhelming, you know, especially for the price, and that Majima was the playable character. I found the actual story underwhelming. I found his characterization underwhelming. I thought that there was a lot more they could have done with the whole amnesia thing. I thought that there was a great opportunity there to like kind of define who Majima is going forward in the series, like, or at least give him like one last hurrah. Like, here's what, there are two things you could have done with Pirate. You could have made it Majima's last hurrah, where he realizes he's no longer the young man he once was, and he gets like one last big adventure before kind of retiring to be a side character for future games. Or you could make it so with his amnesia, he like redefines himself aside from like all of his responsibilities and everything.
でも監督を助けないと。
俺のことはいい。ぐずぐずするな。急ぐんだ。わかりました。
どうなって。
Okay.
さあ。
See you in a minute then.
カメラスタンバイ OK？ はい、OK です。よーし。いいぞ。さあ、そこのあなた、どんどん打ちまくっちゃってください。よーい。アクション。
Yeah, you can see there, like his fingers are cleaving through the barrel. Nah, just general RGG jank as usual. No, I think he's just trying to give the film a good villain. It's wild to think about, like, all the fights that have happened in this, like, small area, huh? The batting cages make for a pretty good arena. It's kind of thematic for some of the games and stuff, because it's, like, a spot that Majima frequents fairly often, so... Or at least he does in, like, the first couple of games. I don't know. I think that Majima was fun to play as for the most part in Pirate, but, like, I just wish there were more one-on-one battles that were interesting. Oh, you recognize Kiryu, okay.
遠慮なくもらっておく。
This side chain of like the movie filming stuff was fun.
し、さあと決まれば早速仕事だ。映画を完成させるぞクラ君。はい、桐生さん、本当にありがとうございました。映画の完成楽しみにしていてください。
I wonder if this movie ever gets referenced anywhere again.
ありがとうございました桐生さん。
Like as a zombie like movie in a billboard or something. Okay. I guess that kind of wraps up that like line of quests then, with all the characters starring in the movie or whatever. Okay. We have to get out of the quarantine zone and walk around there a minute, because the only thing left is the chain quest for rescuing people with the red shields or whatever. So let's just run out of the quarantine zone, I guess, a minute. And then we just have to run around in the safe area for a little bit until they call us, go back into the quarantine zone, go rescue those people, do that a couple more times, and we'll be done with all the sub stories for the game. Kind of a shame that that last one we have to do is gonna make me run around a little bit, but hopefully it shouldn't be too bad. I think actually this is the only other one maybe that in this quest line chain that I have to wait around for. Yeah, looks like it. Okay, so I'll just follow the walkthrough, and hopefully we can get through it relatively quickly. I don't know. I think this game is very inventive, and I think they made good use of the map, and they had a lot of smart decisions in how they did things. But at the same time, I do think that the actual like fighting the zombies just isn't super enjoyable in some respects. I think that the knockdown is aggressive on like certain attacks and stuff. And it's very easy to get caught in a state of like just constantly getting knocked down over and over again, which is frustrating. What should we do a minute? Because we have to go run around in this area. There's not a whole lot to do for Kiryu at this point, because a lot of the stuff that you can do. Oh, you know what? We never went over to the other Sega arcade. Let's walk over there and like maybe play a little bit of Boxelius or something a minute. Hopefully by the time I do that, should call us with the next part of the quest. But yeah. I don't know. I do think that sometimes maybe playing these games off stream would be an better experience. Same with like the Persona games, because there's a lot of downtime in between bits of gameplay, and just like taking things more casually would be fun. Whereas on stream, I'm trying to like, you know, do things and like, because I have limited time to be on stream, but also like, you know, stuff like that. I don't know. What do we want to play a minute? They have regular Boxelius. It's interesting that they have Boxelius 1, 2, and 2 Overdrive, I think. Well, let's just play a round of Boxelius and then keep walking around, I guess. I do really like Boxelius as a concept. This idea of a fake like arcade game like this is a lot of fun. Personally, I think I like Boxelius 1 the most, just for its visuals and stuff. And I do love the fact that I love the fact that it's like, I can totally believe that this is a arcade game of the time where it's just like, look at our physics simulations, look at that water simulation, ooh, fancy. Like this entire game is just kind of like, I could imagine it being like some sort of technical showcase for like water physics and stuff like that, right? And like fluid simulations. Welcome back, welcome back. So you never specified, what kind of soup do you got? Food's just starting to sound good. I'll have to eat something after stream today. Seems like Yakuza streams always make me hungry. Maybe it's just I'm always hungry. I do be snacking a lot more than I should. I guess I could go grab a snack. I have snacks I could go grab. Lentil soup. Okay. Lentil soup. Sorry, lentil soup, not lentil. I put an H in there where there isn't any. Yeah, something warm does sound kind of nice. Been very cold around here lately. I'm always hungry. Yeah. I think for me, it's just like the stimulation of taste. I really enjoy tasty food, obviously, but like I enjoy the stimulation of it, and so I end up snacking on things just because I think they're tasty, not because I'm hungry. I've been trying to stop buying like Cheez-Its and stuff. It's not like sweet snacks that get me. It's like salty stuff. Like I don't mind a sweet snack every once in a while, but like it's really the salty like crackers and stuff that gets me. Okay. Oh. Okay. It's cool that the online ranking system is still like a thing for this game because the PS3 servers are still up. I remember playing what was it? I think Infamous 2 has like a content creation thing where like you can make like a little mini missions in it in like a mission builder. And I remember playing some of that on stream. It was very interesting because it's from like, you know, the mid to late 2000s, and so like one of the missions was just, there's a monster, this monster is a stand-in for Justin Bieber, kill the monster. Or no, actually what it was is you were at a Justin Bieber concert. The lawful good option was to let the crowd rip the monster apart. The evil option was to kill him yourself. Yep. Mr. Kiryu, this is Akashi. I've heard from our members again. Where are they? By the Galataria. Okay. Mr. Kiryu. Yeah, what is it? Please, let me go this time. I can't stay and wait around doing nothing. Kashi. Sorry, but I can't take you with me. But what about the members you haven't heard from? You have to wait and see if they contact you. You worry about that. Not about me. Alright. I really appreciate you helping me like this. No problem. I remember one time I went in for my yearly physical and they did some blood work and they called me back and they're like, hey, You might want to come in so we can do some more detailed blood work. Your sodium levels were really, really high. And I was like, oh, thanks for letting me know. I will think about scheduling. Thank you. I didn't schedule. I had eaten nothing that day besides Cheez-Its and like Gardettos. So like salty pub snacks. That's all I ate. Oops. Yeah, so yeah, your sodium levels are really high. It's almost like you've been eating nothing but salty snacks all day. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I forgot about strafing. I've not been using it for most of this game. I guess it'd be kind of useful in boss fights, but that's about it. Okay, so should be over by the ice cream place. Come on, try and keep up, Bob. It's too bad, I don't know. I guess Bob's your uncle is a more of an American thing, isn't it? Or like an English thing. I was gonna say they could have called him Uncle Bob or whatever in one of the games, but I guess they probably don't really have that saying over there. I wonder why they decided on Bob. There they are. Anything could happen in there. Okay, let's help them. Hey, you guys all right? Security, what are you doing here? No time to explain. We have to get out of here. I'll second that. Yeah. Well. Yeah, I don't know. I like this game. I just don't like some of the side content, and that I feel that way with a lot of Yakuza games, where it's like, because there's so much side content, there are a few things that I really enjoy when it comes to side content for the games, and then there's stuff I just do not enjoy. I still haven't found a game in the series I'd like to 100%, to be honest. And maybe that's fine. Maybe I can just play through all the games once or twice, and I don't have to 100% them all, you know? Who are we waiting on? Should be everybody. Did we leave somebody behind? Oh my gosh. One of them got caught on something all the way up by the Millennium Tower. Oh, I hope they're not grabbed by a zombie and just dying while I'm running out back to them. Dude, this game. That's probably what it was. Yeah, they probably got yoinked by a zombie, because look how low their health is. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, I think there was one of those in 4 that I played like 5 seconds of, and I was like, okay, I'm done. Gonna move on. Especially, it was even weirder because it was like with real women too. I don't know. I don't really understand that, I guess. Why that's in the game. At least it doesn't appeal to me too much. I mean, if you want corn, you can go and find corn outside of your video game, you know? The internet is a large and vast place. You have many options. Why is this the one you would choose? Although I don't think people are choosing it for that. I don't know. I don't think it's like a... I don't think it's a moral failing or anything that they put it in the game. It's just I don't understand who it's trying to appeal to, and at least it doesn't appeal to me, you know? So... yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't 100% a lot of video games, and most of the time when I do, it's just because I'm playing it on stream. Just because I want to, you know, see as much as possible on stream and everything. Make sure I'm getting the full experience and everything. It's also one of those things where it's like, especially with some of these longer games, you probably don't want to play them more than once all the way through. So like doing all the stuff that you want to do in the games the first time around is probably for the best. Because like I was thinking about picking up Kiwami 1 tomorrow and like seeing how close we are to getting to Amon here in that game. Because that would be kind of fun. Like I was thinking, since we're not going to do more Yakuza Dead Souls tomorrow, we could just like play something else Yakuza. Like some Kiwami 1 or something. But shoot, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, but I'm gonna have to like brush back up on how to play that game a little bit, you know, do a little bit of fighting and stuff, because it's been a minute since I played Kiwami 1. I really got into Kiwami 1's battle system when I played through it, but it's been a minute. And if I'm gonna go up against Mon, I'd have to refresh myself. So, I take it there's still more of your members missing? That's right. I'll call you as soon as I hear something. Oh, and please take this. It might come in handy. Great. Thanks. Okay. So, he says he's going to call us, but apparently we just have to walk past Don Quixote. I wonder how I never questioned this, but I wonder how a store called Don Quixote got set up in Japan. I've just never questioned that, because it is a real like store, I believe, like a real chain. Okay, so it says walk past Don Quixote, and there should be a red Crimson Shield member that stops us. Oh, if I just keep walking, maybe. In the alley just south of my Yep, so that was part 2 we did. So walk past Don Quixote and you'll see a Crimson Shield member named Murata who stops Kiryu. He says Akashi went to the quarantine zone alone after being... Okay, so hold on. Oh, here it is. Oh, okay. We just had to walk back this way. Mr. Kiryu! You're one of the Crimson Shield guys. Yes, I'm Murata. I'm so glad I found you. It's Akashi. He went into the quarantine zone alone. What? Why would he? We finally heard from our last member that had disappeared. But he was attacked while we were talking to him. Akashi jumped the barricade as soon as the call was cut off. We tried to stop him, but... Where was he headed? Theater Square, he said. Got it. I'll head there now. One thing I kind of think that would be kind of fun to do in these games is like go through and see how many like anime girls I could find on like all the street signs and stuff. Because there is a surprising amount that I've noticed throughout the games. Just like really comb through all the maps and everything. I'm uploading at 6,000 kilobytes per second. Do you mean like my internet speeds? Because currently I'm uploading at the max amount that Twitch will allow. YouTube goes higher than this, but without like messing around with stuff to have like different upload rates for different websites, this is the highest I can go on Twitch's end. So yeah, my internet speed, well, internet speed test. So for download, I'm getting about 150 or 145 megabytes per second. Hopefully this doesn't ruin stream when it's testing stuff, but okay. And then for upload, I'm getting about 173 right now. I recently got wired internet in the house, so yeah, doing a lot better than I was before. A lot better. Still cuts out sometimes. I haven't actually run a cord to my computer though yet, so maybe that's why. Yep. Yeah, so at least that's been doing a lot better. I don't have to. That's one less thing I have to worry about with streams, which has been nice. Because like literally for the last dude, when I first started streaming back in 2020, I was streaming off a mobile hotspot, like a phone hotspot. It was bad. It was bad. And so now I actually have wired internet, and it's been pretty good, actually. Like I said, I still have to run a cord to my computer. I haven't done that yet, because... yeah. I'd have to, like, do wire management and stuff, so... yeah. Well, yeah, it was something. I remember I would, like... manually upload the VODs to YouTube after I record them because I was only streaming on Twitch at the time. And so I would oh shoot, am I going the right way? Where am I supposed to be going? Theater Square, I think, right? I would like transfer the phone or the VOD to my phone and like upload it from my phone. And it would take like multiple hours to do it that way. I don't have to do that anymore. Okay, so let me think. Theater Square, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that slowdown. If you see some slowdown, it's probably the game and not like my stream. But yeah, this chain quest is the last sub story left in the game. But yeah, are you thinking about streaming then Defying Gremlin? Is that why you're asking? Oh, jeez. Yeah, okay. I guess let me know if you have any questions. I might not be the best streamer per se, but at the very least I've gone through a lot of issues with OBS and figured out a lot of things, so. Hey, you guys okay? Mr. Kiryu, what are you doing here? I heard you were headed this way. What were you thinking? I'm sorry. I just couldn't stand there and do nothing. Never mind. We better get out of here quick. What the? Hey, scumbags, I'm right here. Come and get me. Come on, bring it. Kashi, what are you doing? Mr. Kiryu, I need to do this. I'm counting on you to get the others to safety. Kashi! Shit, he's going to get himself killed. This might be our only chance. I have to get these people out of here now. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you're in the Discord or not, but it should be linked in the YouTube description. Best way to get a hold of me is just through there. It is cool. I do see there's so many things about this game I like and I think are really cool. Like this the destroyed version of Kamurocho and everything, and how it slowly expands and everything, and the city is slowly overtaken by zombies. I think that's really cool. As like a concept and for like game design, I really like it, and I think it works fairly well. I just wish that the actual like moment-to-moment combat was better. Oh yeah, no, for sure, me too. That's why if you go over on Twitch right now, I think the only rule I have is because you can like set a rule that people have to accept before they can type in chat, is just don't try and sell me art. I got so many of those people, especially since I have this PNG tuber thing. So people are like, do you want a full 3D model? I can make you a full 3D model. And I'm like, no, I don't want to. I don't have the money for that. I don't want to spend the money on that right now or anything like that. No, I'm good. Thanks. Maybe I'll look into that at some point. I do want to upgrade the PNG tuber thing. I don't know. But it's like currently my list of priorities in life are not there where I'm worried about that. Because right now I'm trying to focus on work, getting some stuff in order IRL. Because I need to get some stuff in order in my life. And so I'm trying to focus on that stuff. And once I get kind of situated there, then I can start thinking more about like streaming and editing videos more. Like I haven't been editing videos as much as I should be, but that's because like I worked 7 days this week. Like I'm working today and tomorrow as well. So it's just like, you know, the amount of time to like sit down and like work on stuff like that is very limited right now. But once I get some stuff figured out and I can get a bit more situated with stuff, I can start working on that. Dead Souls Reverse remake or remaster at least. Yeah, remaster on PC would be amazing, and like newer consoles, I guess too. For dude, the mod support for this game would be awesome, and having it run at consistent frame rates would be nice too. So far, so good. What? This is bad. You guys go. Run. Well, what about you? Now hold them back. Hurry, run. I mean, yeah. I've also messed around with that too. It's like, how much do I actually care about like having fun versus growing? Because if I wanted to grow, what I should do right now is I should stop streaming outside of like maybe once or twice a week and like focus on videos, which maybe I'll have to do that at some point, you know? Maybe I will have to do that, but for right now, I'm just focusing on work and stuff while and having fun with streams and trying to work on videos when I can. Maybe in a few months here I'll have a bit more leeway to like focus on videos a bit more again. Because before, when I had even when I had school, you know, my time was a lot more flexible. But and when I was unemployed, you know, my time was a lot more flexible. But no, it's up to you. I'd say try it out and just have some fun with it. If you think you want to try and make it a hobby, or like, I would say making it a job is like a pipe dream for most people, to be honest, but making it a hobby is fun, in my opinion. Looks like they got away. I better get going too. I don't know. Maybe that's all it'll ever be for me. Maybe. See. Should give it a shot at some point. See how it goes, but yeah. I mean, it's a hobby I've enjoyed for the last 4 or 5 years or so. I think we're coming up on 5 years in February, I want to say. So, yep. Mr. Kiryu, you're all right? Yeah. Where's Akashi? He distracted the zombies so we could escape. You what? He's the only reason we're still alive. Akashi. I still enjoy messing around and trying new stuff though, as well. Like I have an idea for like a layout I'd like to make. That might show off on New Year's. Okay, so after some time, okay. So we're supposed to be waiting on another phone call. And is there anything else I can do right now? Kind of done with all the other sub stories and everything, so yeah. I mean, that's how it started with me with COVID, is I was just streaming Pokemon games to people in the Discord and having fun with that, and that was fun for a while. And it just kind of like slowly morphed and done stuff. I've done some actual YouTube videos about like some stuff, and I'd like to go back and make some more videos in that same vein, but I don't know. I've been trying to think about stuff like that more recently, especially with the, you know, the end of the year coming up. Just trying to think about like what I want next year to be like, what this year was like, kind of reflecting on everything. Kind of being sort of introspective and stuff about like what I want for the future. for like myself and for streams and like what I need to do to get to my goals, that kind of thing. What kind of goals I want to have for the year. No, just thinking about that kind of stuff, you know. I don't know. On the one hand, if I wanted to like grow the YouTube and stream in general, like I said, I'd be better off like making more videos and doing less streams, ironically enough. But on the other hand, I enjoy streaming some of the, like, I would probably cut out like the weekday streams. Because right now I'm down from 2 to 1 weekday stream a week. And I'd probably cut out that last one and just try to focus on like YouTube, like making videos or whatever during the week. And maybe that would be fine. It's just I enjoy playing some of the games I play on weekdays on stream and stuff. I don't know. Because it's like there are people who enjoy watching the streams, and like I'm been pretty consistent about it for like the last few years here. So there are people who show up fairly regularly to those streams and they enjoy them. But also like I could be making videos and people could enjoy that, you know. And I don't want to like, I hate like letting people down and stuff, but at the same time I could be like, the opportunity cost of I could be making videos that would entertain a lot of other people too, you know, or like would get people to come to streams that they didn't even know like the streams existed, even if they might enjoy it if I made more videos. I'm still going back and forth on this in my head, by the way. I haven't made a decision. I'll probably talk about this more on the New Year stream, because I'll be doing that here in the next couple weeks, obviously. So it's interesting like how there's all these like stores and stuff that just aren't even like a thing you can interact with really in this game. I don't know. I always appreciate how much detail there is whenever I stop and like look around these maps and stuff, you know, like little areas and stuff to like make things logically consistent. I also really appreciate like how non-uniform the geometry is. Like I don't like when games like this exist, it's like hard to give Pokemon Legends ZA any room, right? Like I don't think it's too much of a stretch to say that the Switch 2, like I don't think it's like the Switch 2 is supposed to be more powerful than the PS3, right? How can Pokemon Legends ZA only have like these stupid flat buildings with like textures painted onto them when stuff like this exists, you know? Nope. Like a decade ago, before that game came out. Miss Curio, are you all right? Did everyone make it? Kashi, everyone's fine. Are you okay? Don't worry about me. I'll be all right. I'm just relieved to hear you guys made it out alive. Mr. Curio, please. Please keep Kamurocho safe. Akashi. Damn it. Damn it. I might still be able to make it. Better hurry. So head west on Taya Boulevard and come across the street from the Oriental Building. Okay. So I think this is the last sub story of the game, and apparently there's going to be a lot of enemies here. So yeah, last sub story of the game. Man, I wish I could just do the Amon fight without having to do all the subterraneous stuff. Oh well. Even if I just had to do Kiryu subterraneous stuff, I would still be willing to do it, but having to do his, Akiyama's, and Yoda's just to get to Amon. Let's partner up with somebody actually useful. Let's bring RSA. Yeah, I guess we'll just watch a video of Zombie Amon. Like the Zombie Amon boss fight after this. And then I might just call it for today, to be honest. Just because there's not really anything else left I'd like to do in the game, unless you guys can think of something that I maybe should do before I wrap it up with this game. And I have work later today, so I could use the time to like get ready for to do some laundry and stuff. And try and figure out what we're doing for tomorrow's stream, since it looks like we're not going to be doing this game. Like, I want you guys to understand how, like, boring and not fun the subterranean areas are. Imagine just wandering around the quarantine zone without doing any sub-stories for, like, literal hours. But, like, you're in an enclosed space. The enemy spawns are even worse and, like, more aggressive. And, there's, like, way more Molotov zombies. It's just not fun. It just isn't. It's so annoying and like not worthwhile in my opinion. It does suck, but yeah, it is what it is. I don't know. I think that sometimes RGG ends up going for like RGG offers a lot of content, but sometimes that content is quantity over quality. Okay, so it's supposed to be across from the Oriental building, I think. Oh, here he is. Yep. There he is. Anything could happen in there. Better go and prepared. Yep, let's get him. Apparently this fight is supposed to be a fairly large fight, so like the guy was like warning me, like, make sure you're ready for this, so should be interesting. Akashi, you okay? Actually, I might have recordings I can show you of the underground area. He's unconscious. I'd better get him out of there here. Yes. Can't leave with Akashi like this. Looks like I need to make a stand right here. Oh my gosh, yeah, they weren't kidding. This is a lot of special and uninfected and all that. Oh shoot. Wasn't paying attention to his health. Yeah, no, it's a metric fuck ton of them. Nice. Is that the last of them? Hi. Akashi, are you awake? Are you alright? Security, where are you? I couldn't leave you here to die. This town needs you. Okay, we need to get out of here. Now. I think I have a couple of points. Yeah, okay. Let me get through this. Oh, let me check something real quick. Let me see if there's a revival item for the NPCs over here. Yeah, there is. Okay. Yes, good old RSA, aka the only good gun boss in the entire series so far. I wonder how that boss fight will be in the Kiwami 3 remake. Hopefully they don't ruin it, because I do believe that RSA is the only good gun boss I've come across in like the entire in all the games I've played so far, including the ones that actually came out after 3, like one in Kiwami 1 and Kiwami 2. Like Kiwami 2's gun boss is like awful. Because isn't it like one of the final bosses is like a gun boss with like mooks that swarm you? You really saved my neck this time, Mr. Kiryu. Don't mention it. You sure you're okay now? I'm fine. But there's no rest for the weary. Kamurocho's Crimson Shield must be a force that the people of this town can depend on. And that means I'd better get back to work. Right. I'm going to come to your rescue one day, Mr. Kiryu. You'll see. Looking forward to it. And with that, that's the last sub story. All right, let's go sub by Naomi's place a minute. We're right over here, so. Airstrike, A Pilot's Tale. Tells of magnificence of high power, high precision ordnance. Might have a hint for making the ultimate anti-material rifle. Sounds like the boomers from New Vegas. Money-making beads. Something good may just happen if you wear these beads while firing a gun. Oh yeah, these give you a small amount of money every time you fire a gun. Kind of like the walking shoes, but yeah. Kind of neat, but not really necessary at this point in the game. Okay. Don Quixote. I don't know. Do you guys tend to complete 100% like games you play? I feel like it's kind of a rare thing for people to actually do that. I feel like even people who really like video games and go out of their way to like watch content about them, like you and I do, feel like it's still rare even amongst those people like go out of your way to like 100% a game, you know? Because it just takes so much time a lot of it. It just is a big investment of time usually. And sometimes the rewards aren't really worth it. You have to really enjoy a game, I think, to be willing to do that kind of thing. Oh, there it is, the dragon rifle. 2,500 damage per shot and 12 ammo capacity. Also increases impact and ups the rate of fire. Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. Let me pull up something. So before I pull up the a zombie Amon fight, let me go ahead and pull up some footage of last night when I was let's see. Because I think I marked down some spots. 'Cause I was doing the Majima stuff yesterday, right? So this is yesterday, last night. Um and then where did I mark like the 30-minute mark? Was it this? Might have been this. As you can see, I'm running around shooting zombies and all that good stuff. This is all that like this is just running through these like randomly generated hallways and like fighting the zombies, which is, you know, it is what it is. It's just that the gameplay itself is not actually that fun. Here, I'll turn it down a little bit, it's a little loud. But dude, okay. I'm trying to think, because I marked this for a reason, and I have a feeling I remember why. Oh no, wait, that was because of that. Okay, hold on. That's because I got a rare heat action. The tandem heat action, which isn't anything cool. It's just your partner also fires at the same zombie, so. But for some reason, that's a rare thing to get rather than the chucking grenades thing. Like I was looking into how to get all the heat actions done, but yeah. Oh, did this not even record it? Is this just black? Oh, great. That's fun. Okay. Well. Did not record. Okay, that recorded. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. This is what this recording I think is supposed to be me doing more underground stuff as Majima, but whatever. Looks like it did not record properly. Okay. So let me go ahead and find the Mon fight a minute. Okay. So let me pull this up on stream real quick. So this is okay, hold on. So this is Yakuza Dead Souls, the Mon fight from Devilion from like 11 years ago. Man, he has less kills than I do at this point, I think, or I have pretty close to the same amount of kills. Keep in mind, by the way, you have to do 30 floors to get to a Mon. So it would probably take me like 2 to 3 hours to do that. Pretty much the entire stream. And it would all just be zombie killing over and over and over again. With like the same music, the same auto-generated hallways and everything. Yeah, this is somebody else's video. We're just watching it because, like I said, I don't want to do through the whole underground thing. Oh no, it's not him. It's his ancestor, Ratsutsu Amon, has been dead for decades. Okay. So I guess, is this the version of Amon from the older games? I feel like I'm missing a little bit of context. Maybe he would have fought against his students as boss fights on the way down through the underground section. Dude, if I could just do the Kiryu stuff and then fight him on, that'd be fine, but like... Oh my gosh. What the fudge? What is that? Is Naruto running around all over the place? Oh my gosh. What the fudge is this boss fight, dude? Okay, so this is the Amon boss fight, huh? Oh, jeez. Oh, he's going invisible now. Okay. I mean, yeah, it looks kind of cool, but like to do like what's basically going to be 6 or 7 hours of work just to get to this point. Yeah, pretty much. There's nothing really left to do in this game, and I'd have to install Kiwami 1 to even look at. I think I'm gonna check and see how close we are to being able to fight Amon in Kiwami 1. Otherwise, I'll figure out something else. We can just play a Yakuza game a little bit, maybe. Do something that I didn't do or kind of wanted to do. Maybe I'll reinstall Yakuza 3 and we could play a little bit of that or something. I don't know. Figure it out. Okay. Well, that's that. Yeah, I never did any of the climax challenges. I want to brush up on my combat skills for those games, maybe, but the most brutal dungeon in Yakuza. Looks like it's a one. Anyway. 20 years of Yakuza games, huh? 2005 to 2025. Yep. Been a long time. That's the true Millennium Tower in Yakuza 7. Gotcha. I like how when I search up Yakuza Dead Souls Amon fight, like, what shows up is that video I showed you. Another video that has all the sub-stories and the Amon battle. And then the most underwhelming Amon fight, ZZZZ. Ratsu Amon. Oh, wait, is there a, No. Dude, this is so stupid. Okay, so there's a video, right, of Yakuza Dead Souls Kiryu X Majima heat action. I was like, oh, is there actually a unique heat action for Majima and Kiryu in this game? No, it's the same freaking heat action that every single partner has. Every single partner has the same stupid heat action. There's no individual ones. There's no like special ones. There's nothing like that. It's always just the same stupid heat action. I do like this game, but gosh dang it, the gameplay is not there, man. It is not there. It has its issues. It is, ooh boy, it's got its issues. I do like it. It is good, but man, it's got its issues. All right, okay. Yeah. I don't know. Yep, that's, I guess, about all I have to say about that. Overall, enjoyed the game. I think it was worth the time to at least beat the main story. All the sub-stories that I did, which was all of them, were decent at the very least and to good. Some of them were pretty good, I will say. Just on the whole. But I think that I don't think most people need to play this. I do think that if it ever came to PC and got a proper port, I think a lot more people would enjoy this game and be able to enjoy it. It would at least fix some of the slowdown issues, hopefully, and it would give us access to mods, which would be a lot of fun. I think I would be interested in maybe replaying this game once I've beat all the others. If it ever got a remaster. Outside of that, I enjoyed it, but I don't think I'd ever come back to it. I don't think there's anything left to do in the game that is worthwhile, personally. So, yep. I think it's a really cool concept. I think it's fairly well executed. I think the idea of having the whole map be slowly overrun by zombies and having the different areas and stuff is cool. I think that the setting of a zombie outbreak actually works pretty well for the Yakuza's serious / silly tone that it tries to strike a balance with, and I think they did a really good job of that. I think that it was more fun to play as Majima in this game than it was in his own dedicated pirate game. I think that it was cool to be able to play as oh shoot, the final boss of Yakuza 2 and all that stuff. I think that the character writing was really good in this game. I think the story was enjoyable because it didn't try and be anything too complex or crazy. I think a problem some of the games up to this point, yeah, Ryuji Goda, yep, thank you, up to this point have had is that they are a little too complex, or like try and get too in the weeds with like the different families and stuff, and like they have these like large expedition dumps, you know, Yakuza 4 and everything, or Yakuza 3 and everything, right? Has that like one long scene of just expedition dumping for like 20 minutes or whatever. This one, the story is fairly well paced. It's relatively short. If you wanted to just bum rush the story, you could get through the story, I think, probably in a weekend or whatever, but that's fine because it's like, it's good. Like I said, all the sub stories are worth, I think most of the sub stories are worth doing, and I'm glad I did those, but I think the end game gameplay is not very fun. It doesn't look like the Amon fight is worth doing like 10 hours of running through the dungeons for. So that is my opinion on the game. Overall, I gotta give it, probably objectively, I want to give it like a 6 out of 10. Subjectively, I think I had more like a 7 or an 8 experience personally. I think that objectively the game is about a 6 or so, but subjectively I think it's more like a 7 or an 8. Probably more a 7. I don't know. I don't like giving 7 out of 10s because I feel like it's a score I give out a lot, but I think it is accurate in this case, where it's like, this game is not the worst thing ever, it's not the best thing ever, but like, yeah, I think it's just because, like, if you just think about it this way, if the story is one half of the game and it gets a 5 in that category, and the gameplay's the other half of the game, it gets like a 1 or 2 in that category, right? And yeah, I know that's kind of a weird or simplified way of looking at it, but that is a way of looking at it, and I think it makes a lot of sense. So yeah, that's kind of what I think about the game. Should you go and play it? Maybe. This thing is sucky to emulate, apparently. Your best bet is to have a physical PS3 and buy it for $20 on the PSN store, or just soft mod your PS3. If you have a soft modded PS3 and you like the Yakuza games, you should definitely give it a shot. I don't think you should go out and buy a $100 copy of it unless you are a big time collector of the Yakuza series. I think if you bought this game for $100, you'd be even more disappointed with this than I was with Pirate. So, yep, that's about all I got to say about that. I will hopefully see you guys tomorrow. We're going to play some Yakuza. I don't know what Yakuza it's going to be. I think probably Kiwami 1. Jeppo mentioned the climax battles, or the climax challenges. Those would be kind of fun to do. Maybe we'll just hang out in Yakuza 1 Kiwami tomorrow. That sounds like fun. Maybe we'll do that. Otherwise, I'll see you guys, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. I don't know. I think next weekend, we're going to start Dead Space 3 a little bit, just because that's when my friend can hang out and play that game. So probably next weekend is going to be like maybe some more random Yakuza or something else, and then like we're going to start Dead Space 3 a little bit. We'll see how that works out. I'm still I gotta nail that down here, but yeah. Anyway, I will see you guys later. Thank you so much for hanging out. Hope you're having a good weekend and everything. Hopefully see you tomorrow. But in case I don't see you, hope you guys have a good afternoon, good evening, and good night. See you guys.